Oh, 43 Fahrenheit. That's weird. Oh. Probably won't be too many people in here. That's alright. I don't plan to stay long anyways. Something drink. Oh. Oh. Hi, Marco. I'm back. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. Just trying to get some Christmas gifts for my son. That's why the pin is on the top there. Just to let you know. If you're wondering. That's all. Every little bit helps. So how you doing, Marco? Three people in the room. Hi, Adrian. How's it going? Uh, here's uh here's the links. If you want to join in. I don't expect too many people to be here. Might be a short one again. I don't know yet. See how it goes. Hi, Adrian.
Evening, John. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Can't complain, really. Got my
Me
health.
neither.
I
Me
got my
neither.
health, and I wake up in the morning.
Uh, I was dragging this morning.
I'm just trying to get some funds together for my son for Christmas. That's all.
well, you've gotten just off to a good start a little bit. So
Yeah, you can't use the money in the super chat until you get paid from YouTube.
now you got to meet that $100 a month. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty. I'm almost there already.
Wow, that's pretty darn. That's pretty quick.
It's 89 something.
Oh, not bad.
But I don't get a check from YouTube until January.
Well, as long as you get to the $100 before the end of this month, you'll be all right.
Yeah, but they don't pay you out until next month.
Yeah, well, at least
Yeah.
you'll have some money in your pocket.
Oh yeah. 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 I think a lot of people are going through rough times right now.
I think everybody's going through a real tough time because of this pandemic thing right now.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
helping any.
that's the reason why I took the early retirement, eh? But I didn't think that they were going to treat me like this. You know, I thought they were going to extend my unemployment like they used to. What they used to do is, if you worked all your life, they go into an old claim. So if your new claim is done, then they'll go into one of the old claims, and then you're okay. But they don't do that anymore.
Well,
They
the
change,
government thing's changing. That's what it is.
yeah, to their benefit. Yeah, of course.
They're pretty much doing whatever they want now. That's just the way it is these days.
Yeah, you could change it from one day to the next.
Yep.
Did you work today?
Yes, I did this morning at 3:30 this morning.
Hi,
Hello, Fumina.
Suzuki.
How you doing?
How do you say her name? Famina?
Fumina.
Famina. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Fumina. How you
Well, in
doing?
other
Well,
words, they're almost like the same as Dutch. Like how you there's no single syllables or anything in their
hi,
name.
Alexis, dude. How you doing?
Hi, Lexus, dude. Thanks for coming.
Fumina, I'll be live tonight at 10 p.m. my time. So if you'd like to join me, you're welcome to.
Yeah, I'm only gonna do this for maybe an hour or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Model car videos. How you doing?
Hi, William. How you doing? Yeah, he just had surgery on his right arm, and he has a hard time building models now. So he has to have his wife help him.
Tired, just returned to Japan. Okay. Well, glad you made it safe.
Yeah, I checked her channel out last night. I think it was. Yeah, last night, and I was watching all the motorcycles over there. Holy shit!
Well, you know what? You want to know something? Her father's the owner of the Suzuki.
Yeah, you were saying. I heard you saying that to Darren.
Yeah, her father's the one that's he's the one that owns the place where they do all the Suzuki bikes and stuff like that. So I want to get one of the Suzuki bikes, but they're very expensive right now. They're very expensive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's do that, John Paul. I shared you out to my community.
Thanks, Lexus, dude.
Yeah, I want to get one of those. Those so that way I can cruise around in them when I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah, the last time I owned a bike was in Holland. I owned a BMW fast bike. I tell you,
Mm.
1100 cc. Went on the Autobahn. Was doing 140, I think it was. I don't think I could do it now. Not with my old bones.
Well, your old bones might get broken if you try to do that.
Yeah, I think so. I
Well,
think
that's why
so.
you got to be very careful, John, when you're riding and stuff like that, because if you fall off of that thing later on, and later on it starts to catch up to you.
Well, I know the feeling because I broke my ankle uh, almost over 30 years ago. I was in my 20s at work, and I dropped a thousand pounds fell on it. I didn't drop it 1,000 pounds on it, but 1,000 pounds fell on it, and I was off work for 2.5 years. I had to
Oh
learn how to
wow,
walk, everything. I had to learn how to walk again. Oh, you own a Suzuki Museum now. Wow,
it's
nice.
in Japan.
That's cool.
Yeah, when I injured my right arm, John, once I got my stitches off and everything, I had to relearn with my right hand how to comb my hair, how to eat with it again, how to get dressed and drive, with my right hand. Of course, use the
Yeah.
bathroom with it too.
Yeah.
Shower and everything, shave.
Right.
It hurt big time, but after after I got the hang of it, then I started my therapy, and the next thing you know, I've
Well,
already,
that's like
I went Thursday to the doctor and I got medically cleared. So,
yeah,
you
the
know,
surgeon even told me I had 75% chance I wouldn't be able to walk again,
but you
even with
did.
the
You proved
surgery.
it wrong.
I walk more now than I ever did before.
Well, you proved the doctor's wrong. That's what you did.
Yeah. So Matthew, how are you healing now with the right arm? Yeah, they did surgery on his arm and they found more damage in his arm than there was.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was in a lot of pain. I don't know about now, but he was in a lot of pain.
Oh no, when I injured my arm, John, I was in a shitload of pain, like really bad.
Yeah,
But when I was laying there, calm and everything, my body just like slowly started to absorb all that pain.
yeah.
Started to absorb all that pain very slow, and then
Yeah,
next thing
some
you know,
people heal faster than others, right?
oh yeah.
You know, like I still got the pain. I got a plastic ankle now in my foot.
Well, yeah, I healed a lot faster than I thought I was gonna heal.
Yeah, but they check. I got to check up every 5 years to make sure there's no
Hello,
growth.
John. How you doing?
Hi, John. I make
It's
sure there's no growth around my. They check my ankle to make sure there's no growth around the plastic ankle. Because if there's growth, then they have to remove it and put a new one in.
it's slow, but I'm able to use it more than at first for sure.
Oh, I bet, Matthew.
Yeah, like with my arm, I'm good,
That's
John.
good.
Yeah, the thing is with me, John, I had to when I did therapy. Oh man, I'd go in there for 1 hour twice a week. I did
Right.
12 weeks of physical therapy, and it was a pain in the rear just to get my arm back in shape, and I finally did. So,
Yeah, I hate when they had to take the cast off of my leg. Oh my God, my one leg looked so skinny, no hair on it.
oh no,
Yeah.
most of my hair that's on my arm, it's some of it's grown back out, but most of the other part of it hadn't. So I don't think it'll ever grow back again.
No, usually it doesn't.
So my friends, when they saw me, there's one of my friends that saw me, because my friend works at a gas station. He's a cook there at a truck stop. They make fried chicken, burgers, pizza, and all that stuff. He
Yeah.
goes, "Damn, bro, your scar looks pretty darn good, man. All the girls are gonna start chasing after you because of that scar you got on your right arm." I'm like, I don't think they'll do that. Like, but
Get a
they like
tattoo
you.
and put a road trip on your arm.
Well, yeah, he's like, my brother was telling me, Adrian, you should get it. You were talking to each other on the phone or on the phone there not too long ago, and he's like, Adrian, you should get a tattoo to cover up that big old nasty scar on your arm. I'm like, why the hell am I going to pay so much money for somebody to put a tattoo on my right arm? What's the point in that? What's the point?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They're not cheap.
First of all, it's going to cost me money. Second, it's going to be a pain big time just to get it put on there. It's going to
Yeah.
be painful to get put on there. So
Yeah. Well, that's good, Matthew, that you're healing better.
I healed up fast, John. I'm telling you, my
Yeah.
everything's I healed up quick.
Yeah. I was on therapy for over a year.
Holy shit! I only did 12 weeks. You did more than me.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was off for 2.5 years.
I was out for three
And
months.
then when I came back to work, the one guy that I worked with for I don't know how many freaking years, he goes, "Well, I thought you just sprained your ankle." Excuse me. I said, "I think if I sprained my ankle, I would have been back to work a lot sooner than this."
If you would have sprained your ankle, you would have been up there a lot more sooner than usual.
Oh yeah. Oh, like my ankle was like this, like not a word of lie, it was almost black. They
Oh,
said I almost had gonorrhea.
oh shit, that's bad.
Yeah. So they had like a drain bottle going to my ankle to remove the bad blood. And their intern comes in the next day and he goes, "Well, I got to take that tube out of your ankle." He said, "But you won't feel a thing." I almost broke the freaking guy's arm. It felt like the whole insides were just coming out, you know? It
You
was
know what
painful.
though, John? As soon as I got out of surgery, just they put me in the OR just to stitch me up. I was only in there maybe for 30 minutes. And
Yeah.
then when I woke up, I was already in the recovery room, and I'm like, "What the?" Heck? And I looked at my arms already been stitched and covered up already. And then the nurse is like, "Mr. Adarte, how you feeling?" I'm all right. I'm just waking up here. And I told the
No,
nurse, "I'm hungry." I told the nurse,
they'll
"I'm
a-
hungry. I haven't eaten nothing."
yeah, they'll ask you questions. Do you know where you are and who you are, what your name
Yeah,
is? And
they started asking. She was
yeah,
asking me, "Mr. Adarte, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Do you know where you are?" I said, "Yeah, I know where I am." I
yeah,
said, "I'm in the hospital. I'm
yeah.
in the
Because
he's like it's like I told her I'm in the hospital. I'm here in the hospital in the recovery room here." She
yeah,
goes,
because
"Okay." And I was
some
like, "Are you
people
feeling
are,
okay? Are you feeling tired? This, and that." Like, yeah, of course.
yeah, because some people hallucinate, if they have too much of the gas to
Oh
be
no, I
put
was on
under.
the anesthesia. I was on anesthesia. They
I
didn't
was
put a
on.
lot of anesthesia for me because they told me I wasn't going to need a lot of anesthesia anyway because of they were just going to close me up. So
Oh, they told me to count down.
they made you count down. They didn't make me count down. As soon as they
Yeah,
put that anesthesia on me and I got in there into the OR, I was already knocked out anyway. So they just put me on the table and just started getting to work on me. So
yeah. Well, this happened like 40 years ago, so it might be different then.
well, and then I told them she's like, "Okay, Mr. Adarte, we're going to put you in a room now." They had a room ready for me, and then when I'm up in the room, I tell the nurse, "Hey, I said, nurse." She goes, "Yes, sir." I said, "I haven't eaten breakfast, lunch, or dinner at all since I've been here in the hospital. So this is my first day here. Could y'all at least get me something to eat, please?" And
Yeah,
they're like, "Yeah." So they brought me a sandwich. They brought me a piece of cake and some other stuff there, some tea to drink. And then after that, they after I ate, then they had me hooked up to a machine on my right arm just to drain any drainage that was coming out.
yeah, yeah.
After
And
like the third or fourth day, they took that machine off.
yeah, well, the first time I went in the hospital, uh, they said to me, "Well, you can't leave the hospital unless you learn how to walk on these crutches." But the room I was in, like I was not in a private room, I was with three other guys, and they were dying from cancer. Oh fuck! I
Oh,
wanted to get out of there so fast.
well, they were yelling in pain because of the cancer, huh?
Yeah,
Dang,
try to get some sleep that way.
shit. I'd try to
Yeah,
go to sleep there in the hospital. Next thing I know, the nurse is waking me up. "Mr. Adarte, we got to take blood work out of you. We got to take your blood
yeah,
pressure. We got to give you medicine for this, medicine for that." And I'm
yeah.
like, "All right, whatever." So I said, "Okay, do your thing." So they got it done. Then I was able to go back to sleep.
Yeah, they used to shine the light in our face.
They turn on the stupid light in my room, and I would tell them, I'm like, I was like, "What the hell, man?" I could be asleep, and then I wake, I hear the nurse come in, and I'd be like, "Son of a bitch, the nurse is already waking my ass up just to do her stuff." So I'm like, "All right." So I woke up, and she's like, "How did you know we were coming in?" I said, "First of all, you know, first of all, I could hear y'all walking in." I said, "And second of all, I could hear y'all talking outside the hallway of the door before coming in."
Yeah, yeah,
So I was like, "Okay." So right after that happened, it was like, I'm like, "Oh man." And then every morning, then the food, oh my gosh, no salt whatsoever.
nope.
I lost about 10 pounds, John.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, the food is not that good. I know
The breakfast was all right, but lunch, oh, they don't put salt on anything.
that. Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't going to free. And then they gave me the pillow that I used to elevate my arm, but every time I'd go to the doctor's office, I'd forget to bring that pillow and return it back to the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What I'll do,
Those pillows in the hospital, they're they're not something I would buy. That's for sure.
me neither, honestly. I just want to
Yeah.
return it back.
Yeah, and their beds are so freaking hard as a rock.
More like there's a stone actually, because they're.
Yeah.
And then the nurses wouldn't even bother to take me out for a walk in the hallway or even take me outside just to get some fresh air or anything. Nothing.
No. No.
Once I was there for a whole week, and then that Friday of that same week, I got out of the hospital, and the nurse was like, "Take care of yourself and get better." He's like, "We'll be praying for you." I'm like, "Thanks." So as soon as I got outside the hospital, I was saying Hallelujah 500 times in my head because I was out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. Over here, they're postponing surgery, and I thought to myself, how is that possible? Like if somebody really needs it, and you're postponing it, the
Thank you,
person's
John.
going to
I'll
pass
get back
away.
to you.
Okay.
No, I'm reading the message here
Oh.
from John Claus.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, okay.
No, you're good, John. They're postponing
Yeah.
surgeries and everything right now because this pandemic's getting worse again.
Oh, really bad here. I couldn't freaking believe it. Almost 1,700 today.
It's getting worse everywhere, I'll tell you that much. That's for sure.
Yeah, but they're saying that it's mostly people that are vaccinated, which I don't understand.
It's just getting worse. That's all it is.
Well, then the government has to do something about looking after their people instead of freaking forgetting about
Yeah, I know. It's gotten out of control, I'll tell you that much. That's for sure.
them. Yeah, people are going by the restrictions and whatnot, and still not good enough. It seems like. I think they shouldn't have let the flights go like they did too soon. They should have waited until this virus was controlled.
Well, they're saying that it's going to be 5 years from now before they can actually see
Well,
something
then
getting
stop.
approved.
Don't have no flights going. Simple as that.
Yeah.
That's the way it can spread real fast. That's my
And they're
personal opinion.
allowing people to fly, John, right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They shouldn't. They shouldn't have done that. They should have waited until it was, controllable. Like say if it's 100 people infected or something of that nature, not a problem. But now, since the flights, it just jack up the peak of it. So
Yeah, it's
that's my
just
personal opinion.
when you go flying on a plane, they expect you to. All right, all right, John Kloss, I'll get to you. Just make sure if you leave a comment on my video on one of my videos, I'll get back to you right away. So it just takes me time because I'm so busy with my job and stuff like that. It's not. It's hard for me to get into YouTube, especially like in the middle of work. I'm always doing something. And this morning, I get a phone call from one of my coworkers this morning at
Yeah.
3 o'clock, 2 something in the morning. He left me a voicemail and I heard it. Then I get to work and I let my boss hear the voicemail. And then the employee calls me again. Then I put it on speaker and said, "All right, so talk to the boss. He's listening to you," and explained the situation to him. So
Right.
And one of my other coworkers just graduated college Friday afternoon of last week.
Wow.
So it's like, so he had to do that other guy's work, and I had to do my stuff. So
I don't know if you've been warned, but there is seems to be a few hackers coming into the live hangouts and
yes,
chat.
I've been here. As a matter of fact, John. As a matter of fact, I was seeing that already.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
in I was in the live stream of a friend of mine from Illinois, BJZ. I don't know if you heard of him.
No. No.
Well, he's a YouTuber just like me, you, and everybody else. We
Right.
was in a live stream Friday of last week. You know, he was in a live stream. He was doing his live stream on, and we were up on. I was up on his panel there, and then you know, it's me and him and some other person, but that other person goes down, and like not even 10 minutes later, somebody pretending to be a YouTube vlogger came up showing his private part to everybody on camera there, and then
Yeah.
so that's happening right now. So everybody out there, be warned.
Yeah.
If you see
See
those
what?
spammers out there and you see something like that, you know,
Well,
block them and report them.
I know when they go in the chat and they put beside their name tech, then I
Yeah, I've
know
been
they're.
seeing that. So
I've been seeing that. I watched
yeah,
somebody
but
go
they're
live
also coming
today.
up on panels pretending to be other YouTubers too. That's what they're
Yeah, and
doing.
what they wanted you to do is give them a jacket, and they'll post their links, and they'll remove all your subscribers.
Yeah, those spammers keep coming in my live stream, but my people that are in my live stream that have the blue wrench, like
Yep.
you and other people, y'all can
Right.
remove them. You know,
Yep.
Tammy Trot does that for me all the time. You know,
Right.
she's saving me from having to put
That.
up with that crap. You know,
Yeah. That time is funny.
she's funny. She's something else. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah. She says all it is.
Well, she's being flat out honest. She's telling the truth. You know, it's like
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Snoring and
Real per-
farting.
Yeah, snoring and farting in there. She's being honest. She's telling the truth. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, all I'm going to say is it's normal for that to
Yeah.
happen. You know, it's normal. It's
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
When you got a lot of gas buildup in your stomach area, just better to let it out, and you'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Not
You
hold
know,
it in because then you
don't
gotta
ever
serve.
hold it in.
No, you gotta serve consequences after that.
Oh no, stomach pain is one thing.
Yeah.
You'll get a real bad stomach ache, a lot of bloating in your stomach, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
But
Tammy, you know, Tammy Trot, you know, she's very good about dropping people's links in the live streams too. So
yeah, I
she'll
saw
drop
that.
all my links in my live stream, and then Marad's Haunted Journeys. She drops those links in my live stream because you know we help channels grow. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I've been doing for a while now.
Yeah.
I want for everybody here, and you know, I'm being honest about this. I want everybody here on YouTube. Hey, Mary, how you doing?
Hi, Mary.
No, I'm the type of person, John, that likes to help people out. So, hang on just a minute. I'm going to mute
Okay.
myself and.
Hi, Mary. How you doing? That was a nice Christmas tree. At least your Christmas tree has more branches than mine does. My son calls my Christmas tree Charlie Brown Special Edition. Y'all ready for Christmas, Mary? I'm not yet.
John, can you still hear me?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
my brother called. He's coming home here in a little bit. So,
That's all right.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get down, John, so that way I can eat some dinner here. So I know you ain't gonna be
Okay.
on very long. So
Okay, no problem. I don't plan to. No, I don't plan to be on here very long. So
okay, well, if you're free
if you go
tonight,
live, I will jump in later.
I'll be live later on after Darren Dobson's going live like at 8 o'clock my time. So and
Okay.
then after he's done, I'll go live for a little while myself and then go to sleep
Yep.
afterwards.
Yep.
All
Okay.
right, John. See you later. Everybody in chat, enjoy your time here with John Paul. I'm out of here. Everybody have a
Okay. Later.
good evening and God bless everybody here. Bye bye, y'all.
Yep. You too. Bye. Hi, Steve. How's it going? Oh, Adrian had to go. Steve, you could join if you want. Oh. Hey, Steve. What was your ears ringing?
No,
I was just gonna put the links in the freaking chat, and I go, oh,
no, I've
Steve.
been watching videos of that hurricane down there.
Yeah, that's bad, man.
Oh yeah, it's been totally insane. That's just unreal.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just wiped everything right out. But there was a video on there tonight, and they were showing like before pictures and then after pictures. So they
right,
must have got pictures from the satellite. You see?
right. Yeah, there's I've been keeping an eye on the chat because there's been hackers going into people's hangouts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is get we call them jackets. Uh, that way they can post the links, and once they
Okay.
post the links and you click on it, they'll erase everything.
Huh.
They'll take all your subs, everything.
Yeah. Well, I don't have to worry.
I don't know why people do that, but
Yeah, you got to wonder why people do a lot of things in this world.
yeah, especially these days.
Why do people kill people?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's something too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit that goes on in the world, that's for sure.
Well, it's just like the guys that go rampage and shoot everybody in the school or something. Like
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
I think that's ridiculous. And then of course, well, what made you do it? Oh, I was watching such and such a show on TV, and I
Yeah.
thought to myself, come on.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that's the only excuse they can come up with.
Yeah, and then they claim insane, and then within so many years they're out again.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, yeah. Well, look at that guy I think it was Winnipeg. He cut the guy's head off in the bus.
Yeah, and bit his tongue out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of weird shit going on in this world.
Yeah, I'm not going to cut the front end off of this 55.
No,
No, because
that's a
as
lot of
you
work.
see, because what happens is, like I had to cut right here underneath the door,
Yeah.
right,
Oh,
right
yeah.
here,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I'll have to reinforce this piece because then it's going to be out of whack.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not going to do it to this one. Maybe
Yeah.
some other one, but not this
A lot
one.
of work to it.
Well, I could do it, but the thing is, then you have to really make sure that that firewall is pretty secure in there. That
Yeah.
way it gives it more bracing, eh? But what are you
Yeah, I'm
doing?
just
What are you
messing with
working on?
this. Huh?
What are you working on?
Oh,
Or
the
anything?
chassis of that GTO.
Oh yeah. How you like it so far?
Oh, it's fine. It's just things that I'm doing that I probably shouldn't waste my time doing. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, we're always our worst critics, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, I'm doing shit that, like I said, I shouldn't even bother doing it. I should just. But I want to get it so I can paint it and get
Yeah,
that part done and see what happens.
yeah. Yeah,
But
I always find that you always it doesn't matter how many years you've been building, you always make mistakes.
Well, it's not that, but I do stuff that I wonder why I even bother doing it.
Yeah, because you don't see
You
it.
know, yeah, nobody sees it.
Yeah, well, that was like me when I did that GT40.
Yeah,
Like I wired the motor. As soon as I put that body on, you didn't see it.
no. See, if you know that's going to happen, you're almost better going to work and just leave the motor out and put it on the stand.
Yeah, yeah.
Either that or figure out some way to take your body and take the body so it lifts off or something.
Yeah, I could have done that too.
But that's things you don't realize till it's built.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice kid, Mary. You'll enjoy it.
What kit's that?
69 Plymouth GTX AMT kit.
69 GTX? Yeah, that's a nice kit.
Yeah, she's doing the Pro Street one.
Yeah. I don't know.
I was in a live hangout earlier today,
Yeah.
and there was 4 hackers
Huh.
in the chat. And how you could tell because they don't put nothing beside their name. They don't say, well, hi or anything like that. They put like abbreviations and then tech beside it.
Right. Yeah.
So then you know that they're not legit.
Okay.
Like they don't have a legit channel, in other
Right.
words. Oh, cool, John Claus. 82 Dodge van.
Oh, yeah.
Got that done.
That's the worst thing about vans. A lot of them don't have the hood that opens.
Yeah. I'm going to use this motor for the 55.
Well, that's awful big looking.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Looks like it's 120 20th scale.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because if you look at this one, this is more to scale.
Is that one of Miguel's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the both are.
Yeah.
Both are.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty nice out today.
Not really. The sun was out for a while, but it was cold.
It's
It
42.
wasn't.
It's 42 Fahrenheit right here, right now.
Yeah, I don't know what it is here. It's not 42, I'm sure. It might have been warmer earlier, but that was nice. It was much warmer yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be double digits tomorrow. I think 15.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, yesterday was like, geez, I think in the garage it was almost. Yeah, it was probably around 40, 42. Yeah, probably would have been that in the garage yesterday.
Yeah.
Of course, I wasn't out there. Yeah, I should be out in the garage doing something. I'm not out there.
Well, you probably think to yourself, if I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, I haven't even got my Mazda covered over yet.
Oh wow.
Well,
you don't put it on blocks and all that, do you?
No, I just cover it over.
Oh.
I basically cover it over so it doesn't get dusty, but really, it doesn't make any difference.
Do you like drive it back and forth once a week or something like
that? No, I usually take the battery out. I haven't even taken the battery out yet. Take the battery out.
Don't you get a flat spot on the tires when you take it out?
You don't get that. I don't get that on radial tires. Some people might say you do, but I was told you won't get it on radial tires because when I had my Cougar, my first one, the 69, I put it up on blocks.
Right.
And I told somebody, and they said, "Oh, you don't have to do that." And I said, "Well, don't the tires go flat?" And he said, "No, radial tires don't go flat."
Oh wow.
Anyway, so I didn't notice any difference when I, started driving it. So I said, "Well, maybe they're right."
Yeah.
So, but anyway, this one here, it's I'll have to see what happens as far as I don't drive it a lot, so I got to check the age in my tires. They might be a little on the age side. Geez, the tires that were on my last Cougar,
Yeah.
I checked them one day. They were 16 years old.
Oh, wow.
They didn't look old. I mean,
No.
they had lots of tread on them.
Wow.
And there was I couldn't see any cracks in the sidewalls on the outside. I never checked the inside, but I
Right.
never see, usually tires will start to crack in that, but they look good.
Huh.
But they're Michelin's, so
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
probably a good quality tire, you see.
Well, they are. They're pricey too.
Yeah. A 71 Cougar, when I had bought it, I put new Michelin tires on it. And oh my God, I couldn't believe it when I first drove it. Car was
Yeah.
all over the road, it was all squirrely like.
Right,
But
right.
the guy told me, he's, well, you're just not used to radial tires
No, no.
with, new radial tires.
Right.
But I've had, I've never really had new tires because mostly I trade my vehicles in before it's time to replace the tires.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And especially now when I've been using the RAV, I've had, winter tires for the winter time.
Right.
So that means my all-season tires last longer. So 4 years, I turn them in, they still got the original tires on them.
Huh.
But I got another 2 years left on this vehicle for my lease. So
Right.
and I think it ends in December, which is, I don't know if that's a good time or not.
Right.
I'll have to see.
Yeah, I don't know about over there, but this virus is really peaking over here, I tell you.
Yeah, there was something on the news tonight, and that's the new virus.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. You got to ask yourself, wow, how come that didn't take very long to get here?
Yeah.
It's all these fucking people traveling. That's what it is.
Yeah, they should have held off until it was more under control.
Well, you see, one of the reasons why they opened everything up is because it gets to a point where there's no money. People aren't working. And if people don't work, then products don't get delivered. And if products don't get delivered, there's more people out of work. And I mean, the government can't afford to pay $2,000 a month to everybody.
No, no.
I mean, they really couldn't afford to do it.
No,
I don't know if they still do it, but
oh yeah, because I know for a fact that at one time, if you had a new claim and you were done with your new claim, they can always open an old claim from like 5 years that you worked before.
Oh yeah, okay.
But they won't do that anymore.
No, that's right. See, because too many people were just not wanting to go to work, so they said, "Well, I just stay on unemployment." That's what happens.
Well, I think if I was, like if I still had a couple of years left before my old age pension, then I'd be looking for another job.
Well, yeah, but yourself, it's hard to get a job when you're 60 years old.
64 and a half right now.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, just saying.
Yeah,
people looking for a job when they're 60.
Yeah.
I got a friend in Calgary. He's 65 now, but he was off for a while, and his unemployment's all out and all that. And now he's just living on his his old age pension and his Canada pension.
Right.
So, and he's got a house to pay for.
Oh wow.
So I don't know how he even, he told me, he said, "Geez, I don't even have money to go to beer, drink beer." He says, "I got no money at all."
Yeah.
But I said, "Why don't you sell your house?" "Oh, no, I can't sell my house." I think if he sells his house, he has to give so much money to his ex-wife, you see.
Right.
I think that's kind of a deal that they made when, they got divorced.
Oh, okay.
That he could live in the house, but if he sold it, he has to give some.
Well, yeah. Well, that's understandable.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I never could understand all that crap.
well, no.
I went through it long enough. So
Yeah, that's right. But no, like he says, he can't get a job. You know, and I mean, Calgary is a place where you could normally get a job. You can't get no jobs out there now. You know, there's
well,
just
they're trying to say that they created so many freaking jobs here in Ontario,
they say
but
that here too.
they don't say if it's part time or seasonal or you
Yeah,
know.
well, see, that's another problem too. Is a lot of these jobs are fucking part-time jobs.
Yeah.
And
And
I
it could
mean,
be, anywhere from 10 hours, 20 hours a week,
yeah,
maybe less.
yeah, and you can't live off that.
No, no,
You know,
no.
I mean, I know they went on about raising up the minimum wage here,
Yeah, here too.
and I don't know what it went up to, but yeah, okay, so they put the minimum wage up. Well, let's see now. They put the minimum wage up, but you're only going to work 12 hours a week.
Yeah,
So, in other words, you're going to work 12 hours a week in this place, and if you're lucky, you'll have to get another job somewhere else.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so fuck, you're lucky enough to get the first job.
yeah.
So I mean, that's something that the government really has to look into is having full-time jobs.
I hope. Thanks for coming.
Now I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they do have a thing where if you have a business, you have to have like so many full-time jobs. Depending on the size of the
Yeah, but
business.
if you, I know somebody that worked at Canadian Tire for the longest time, and and he even told me one person in the whole place has full time. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
that's
That's
what I
how the
mean.
Canadian Tires keep on going the way they're going.
Yeah. But you see,
You
that's what
know.
I mean. The government should say, okay, if you have 50 workers,
Yeah,
then 20 of them have to be full time.
yeah, yeah,
You know, but that's what happens. These people don't want to get, and the government subsidizes most of these jobs anyway.
yeah,
That's another problem. The government's always subsidizing fucking jobs.
yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it's good for the business, but it's not good for the tax system. It's not good
No,
for that at all.
no,
Because I mean, you can't you can't run a country with giving money away all the time.
no, of course not. Well, that's like me. Like, I tried for Walmart one time. I
Yeah,
had 4 interviews, and they
yeah.
go, "Well, you're hired. You might work 20 hours, but it could be less." And I thought to myself, "No, sorry."
Well, I suppose. See what they probably do in places like that is they probably let you work so many hours. And then if you're a good worker, they give you a little bit more hours.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Well,
And that,
in workplaces these days, the respect is not there. I know that.
oh no, it's all that stuff's all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all about the money today.
Like when I worked at Fresco, I think there was only 6 people out of the whole store that's full time. That was it.
Yeah, right.
And each store is only allowed to have so many full timers.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. You see.
And the part timers they only allowed to spread the part time hours between the part timers, and that's it. They don't get any extra part time hours to play with.
Oh yeah.
That's how the grocery store works.
Yeah, well, see, they're only got so many hours that they can pay
Yeah,
people for.
yeah. They got so many hours for full time and
Yeah,
so many hours for part time.
yeah,
That's it
yeah,
for each store.
yeah. Well, that's how they can afford to pay what they pay or who they
Yeah.
pay. Because I mean, they know that they've only got so many people that are working.
Thanks, Hope. I think I'm gonna work on something else while I'm doing this 55 Chevy because it gets a little bit too much.
Yeah, that's probably what happens to me a lot. I get too many. See, I get too many projects on the go and get nothing done.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
only reason I started with this is because I had always wanted to build it, and then one of those, I think it's the AMT model kit site or something on Facebook.
Right.
They decided they were going to have a build. Just just they picked this car for some reason. They were going to have a build. So I thought, well, geez, if I've got that kit and I've wanted to build it for years, so
Right.
why not do it?
Well, that's like me. I went through my stash today and I found models that I painted like almost 50 years ago.
Yeah, wow. Well, that's cool.
And
That's,
not so cool. Now I got more projects to look after.
yeah, well, I really like to get some of my projects finished.
Yeah.
I got way too many started. But then I look into my room, I go in there once in a while and I say, oh, geez, I should build that,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. Or I'll see something on Facebook and I'll say, geez, I got that kit. And I
Yeah.
go look
Yeah.
at it and think, oh, maybe I should build that. Yeah, I don't think so.
Like for the longest time, I was on the Bill Jenkins kick and or Dick
Yeah, that's
Andrews
right.
kick, and then so I painted a whole bunch of different Camaros white, and sure enough, I found them earlier today.
Yeah, right. There you go. Well, I don't have much painted, so that's another problem. I got to paint stuff. Right now, I'm just mucking around.
Yeah, I think my patience is not what I used to have,
Oh, no, no.
and not only that, I think because my son stopped building it, I kind of lost my mojo in a sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, your son stopped, so
Yeah.
you were enjoying it when he was building, so now he's not building, you see.
Well, I enjoyed showing them like different aspects of building a
Yeah.
model. Like
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even think holding a paintbrush was a big deal. And then when I tried to show him, he was holding the paintbrush the whole wrong way, and I thought, oh, so there is something to the paintbrush after all.
Well, I think everybody has their own, you know, everybody learns how somebody else does it, and then they come up with their own idea.
Yeah, yeah, but they still use a bit of your knowledge to
Well,
add to
yeah,
how they do it.
yeah, they get your
Yeah,
knowledge for doing things. That's right.
yeah.
But that's you know, like I mean, there's so many videos on YouTube now for doing anything.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
Even weathering now.
well, yeah, that's right. I mean,
And I look at this way, like even though you see somebody do it, it's not to say that you're gonna do it in the first try to,
oh
perfect
no,
what he did.
no, you're not gonna
It's gonna take
not
a
gonna be that
couple
lucky.
tries over.
Not
What's
gonna be
that?
that. I say you're not gonna be that lucky.
Oh no, no,
You know,
no.
I mean, I know I watch guys like people do stuff, and I've never tried to do what they're doing,
Right.
but I look at it and think, geez, that looks easy, but I know it's not going to be.
No, no.
So
Well, that's like me with the folk art paint through the airbrush. I look at this way, like I taught 5 or 6 people, and now they're that's all they use is folk art paint now,
yeah,
which is good. Like I'm not knocking folk art paint. Like I use it the odd time, but I don't use it. I don't use it as much as I did at one
yeah,
time.
yeah. Well,
Because I get the right formula pretty well any paint that I use to shoot through the airbrush. So I'm good for any kind of paint.
yeah. Well, that's like my friend John Dezan, who was Art Anderson basically told him how to paint. out of spray paint.
Yeah.
And I mean, John, his name was John Dezan.
Yeah.
His paint jobs weren't bad, but as soon as Art told him how to do it, geez, his paint jobs went from not looking very good to awesome.
Right.
But it's just a technique that he learned from Art, that Art had been using for I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
But Art was 72 years old, so he's been painting for a long time.
Oh yeah.
But see, those guys too, they painted with, lacquer.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff they used was lacquer or Testors enamels.
Yeah, he didn't run this business for very long, did he?
Who's that?
Art
I don't know how many years he actually did his business. I don't know.
The resin business or whatever.
Yeah, he had a resin business, and then he is. I don't know what happened first. I think he had a stroke first, really bad. Well, no, he had a brain tumor. It wasn't a stroke. Well, it wasn't a stroke. It was actually a brain tumor.
Yeah, John Claus, the numbers on whoever's in the chat, don't pay attention to it because there's always more people than what it says.
Yeah. But anyway, he had the brain tumor, and he had a really hard job with that. I think his wife divorced him after he got out of the hospital or something like that.
Right.
So he had fallen way behind with his orders.
Right.
And he ripped people off, but I don't think he intentionally ripped people off.
Right.
I think it was more like, I had this brain tumor and I don't remember everything.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if he did any casting after that.
Right.
Yeah,
when they remove the brain tumor, you never know how much effect it's going to be on a person, to be honest with you.
Well, no, that's right.
Maybe he had anesthesia a little bit.
Yeah, well, you don't know what all he had in that,
No, of course not.
But he seemed to be getting better, but then he got into that stupid child porn thing.
Yeah.
Which to me, it's like, okay, he's got arrested for child porn and some other stuff, and then he wanted to get. I think what happened, they let him out of jail. Because it wasn't really any sense to keep him in jail. He's 72 years old, but he went and bought another computer, and then he ended up back in jail again.
Oh yeah.
Because he wasn't allowed to have a computer.
Right.
Which I don't know. I mean, computer is almost everybody's life today.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't have a computer,
my son, they don't have him in school now. Now he's got to do it at home now.
Yeah.
Because they had two affected students in the school.
Yeah. Well, that's happened to a lot of people. Yeah. A lot of schools around here. I think I think this Friday is their last.
Yeah, it's supposed to be this Friday, but he's doing it at home now.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah. A lot of kids here did it at home for a while. I don't know.
Oh yeah, here too.
But
it was hard on my son because with his ADHD and he has a hard time focusing on. It has to be one-on-one person. You can't have a whole bunch of people.
No, well, that would be good if he was doing it at his home. There'd be no one there to bug him.
He's pretty smart. He's a lot smarter than there's 5 now, John Claus, on Restream. But don't pay attention to the numbers because it's all freaking screwed up anyways. I don't worry about it. Well, like last night, I went on live for about an hour. That was it.
Were you on live yesterday afternoon?
No, later afternoon.
Okay. Was I on last night with you?
No. I think it was around 6 o'clock or so. 6:30.
Oh yeah.
I was live. But I was only on for an hour.
I find it hard. Something like I never get a notification.
That's what happened when somebody was interviewing somebody, and I didn't know because I even said to him, I said, if I would have known, I would have postponed my live on Saturday,
Oh
you
yeah.
know. But the time zone is different. I think he's like 3 hours before me.
Oh yeah.
So, like, and he got all flippy about it and all and whatnot, and tried to explain to him, and he goes, "Yeah, but you should know by now," and oh, whatever.
Well, I mean, like I tried to find out if Miguel was on one time, but I don't even know what he's on or what he's.
Oh, he goes in different hangouts now.
But I looked in to see if he was doing any more casting. I wanted to see if he got anything for me done yet.
Oh, you gotta mention it to him because he's very forgetful.
Yeah, I just don't like bugging people,
Oh, I don't either. I don't either. I was talking to him earlier today.
I mean, if I know there's a guy I'm supposed to do some decals for, and that's been since October. And the reason why I haven't done them is because if I do a sheet of decals, I want to make sure I got enough to fill the page.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
sheet, because I've done a few for myself, and you're wasting 3/4 of a sheet, and you can't stick it back through the printer again because the printer only takes certain sizes, and once you get below the like a regular photo paper, you
yeah,
can't print it because it doesn't understand what you're trying to print on.
yeah. Because if you get the tester's decal paper, it's a lot smaller, isn't it?
Yeah, it's small. I forget this. I got a bunch of it. The guy gave me a whole bunch of it one year,
Oh yeah,
and then I've got a whole bunch of bigger size sheets too. But when I go to print something, like I say, I want to make sure I've got the sheet. I can fill the sheet.
yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, what I have to do first, the program I use, I get all my decals that I want to use,
Right.
right? And I put them on a sheet. And then I take another layer
Yeah.
and I'll put like a square around them
Right.
of all the decals. And then I take that layer and I move it over to the print page.
Right. Right.
And then I take a piece of paper and cut it the size of the decal sheet and
Right.
put it in my printer. So then when I print, all I'm actually printing is squares or rectangles
Right. Right.
because they represent the decal. So once I get them all, then I have to make sure they're all positioned on the sheet. So
Right.
once I do that, then I go and reposition everything on the sheet again. Now sometimes I don't have to do it, but sometimes I'll have to reprint it, and then I
Yeah.
have to set all my perimeters on my printer because I want it to print the best. And I can print 1200 D.
DPI.
Yeah, I can print 1200
Oh yeah.
on my printer,
Right.
but it takes me a while to find out where that setting is
Right. Right.
because it's in another type of program.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, but once I get all that set up, it takes me about 10 minutes to set the printer up.
Right.
And
Right.
then I put the paper in and I hit print, cross my
Yeah.
fingers, and hope I'm not going to run out of colored ink or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Oh, that's all right, John Claus. That's what I figure. You see, Miguel is at GI Mechanics live stream.
yeah, I don't know who they are.
Yeah. Well, now he goes in a different area because they all have a 3D printer now. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Well, I knew that was going to happen
Well, yeah, I
eventually.
suppose.
You know.
GI Live. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's GI Mechanic.
Oh yeah. Okay. So what is
That's his channel.
Yeah, I know when I was on the guy there in Europe, I wasn't on the site, but I was just watching him. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
geez, I think he
oh,
had 9 people on his site,
yeah,
and they were all working on models.
yeah. John, Paul.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they were all working on models. So
yeah,
I said maybe that's what you got to do here. Everybody work on models. I know some people that come here, that's what they do, but I can't do that because I'm not set up for that right now.
well, I find, I don't know, if I work on a mall, I can't pay attention to what's going on in the chat either.
Well, no.
I'm not a multitask person.
Well, see, that's another thing. Like you were saying that whoever it was wasn't answering me. Well, that's I understand that because a lot of people, if they're only paying attention to the people on the screen they see,
Yeah, yeah,
and they don't like. There's a lot of time, like on here in the chat, I don't see people will say hi to me, and I don't see that because I'm not looking there.
right,
You
right,
know, I'm looking at the screen with you on it and everybody
right.
else.
Yeah,
So I kind of feel bad that I don't say hi to somebody when they say hi to me till, 10 minutes later, I look over and I say, oh, yeah, someone said hi to me,
yeah,
and I didn't realize that because I wasn't looking.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
anyway, so
it's pretty hard. It's pretty nerve wracking. You know, you're trying to pay attention to two things at the same time,
yeah.
and like if I was building, I wouldn't even pay attention to what people are saying to me because I'm busy building.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
just don't like. I'm paying attention to what I see on the screen, not what I see on the chat side.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, John Claus said it's all good, Steve.
It's all good. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, Jamie posted a video about me a couple days ago.
a video,
Huh?
a video.
Yeah, yeah. He told me that I should get a job and all sorts of shit.
Oh, Jamie in Newfoundland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But
yeah.
I don't pay attention to that stuff because like you don't know me. You know, you know
Well,
me
I mean,
by
like I
talking to
say,
me. That's
you,
it.
at your age, it's almost impossible to get a job.
Well, he said, well, you could get a job at Walmart. They're always looking for people. I thought to myself, yeah, but I'm not going to go through 4 interviews and
Well,
by
I
the
mean,
time I'm done the 4 interviews, I'll have my old age pension.
yeah. Well, I went for a job interview at the nursing home up in Hampton, and
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
yeah, I mean, I kind of thought I was going to be going to work, and they were going to call me because she said, "Well, I'll give you a call." And I said, "Yeah, okay, whatever." And never heard anything from them again, so I called them up and asked, and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we already got somebody." And I thought to myself, "Well, that's weird," you know. But I said, "Oh, so no big deal." I said, I don't give a shit. I don't have to work,
No, no,
but I
no.
wanted to work.
Yeah, just break up the day a little bit.
Well, you see, the first year off when I retired, it was great because you know it's just like a big holiday.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then you get into the second year, and it's like, well, geez, I'd like to find something to do, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But then I went and applied for a couple of different jobs, and some places they wanted you to work extra hours without pay and all that. And I told the guys, I said, you guys are slave drivers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that wouldn't work for you guys.
No,
See
no.
ya.
Yeah. Well, that's like me. Like to break the day up, I go for my walks every day,
Yeah.
or I go see the woman down the hall, which I really don't want to, but
Well,
it kind of breaks up the day. Like
yeah.
I had to listen to all her speech about the history of people, and oh my God. I thought to myself, geez, get your head out of your ass and face reality.
Yeah. Well,
But people are people.
yeah.
Everybody has a right to their own opinion about everything in life,
No, yeah.
which is a good thing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I
Jamie,
tried more of that chrome paint. I tell you, I love that stuff. It works
yeah, that's
really, really
good.
good. Yeah, it
Well, I
works
might
really
get
good.
some of it sometime. Now, you just used the brush stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, because I couldn't get the airbrush one because they were sold out.
Right, right.
But I eventually down the road I will buy
Yeah.
a bottle of that
So,
airbrush.
what's the biggest thing that you've put chrome on?
The rims.
Oh, you did the rims, and they turned out good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these ones here.
yeah. Yeah, they look good and shiny.
See?
Yeah, yeah. You can't get too close; it just blurs it out. Yeah, yeah. They look good and shiny. Yeah,
And I rub my fingers all the time on it. And it doesn't even come off.
yeah, that's good.
It's not like Alclad. Alclad, you got to watch with handling it.
Yeah, I've never tried Alclad.
Okay, Suzuki, thanks for coming. Good night. She's in Japan. She
Oh,
just
wow.
she just came back home in Japan.
Oh,
This is
she's in Japan now.
yeah.
Where was
Yeah.
she?
She was somewhere in the States.
Oh, okay.
She's a model.
Huh.
Yeah. Her dad owns a Suzuki company. That's why
Yeah.
her last name is Suzuki. Well, that's not her real name. I don't think that's her real name.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Hard to
not.
tell.
Maybe not.
That's the thing, you try to be on a certain time with, especially with the time zone, but it never works out
No. Right. Right.
because there are so many different time zones out there.
Well, yeah, I got a time zone thing here map in front of me, and it tells the time and that, but around. But I don't. Let's see. I think this is just the United States and Canada.
Yeah, California, isn't it 3 hours before us? About that?
They've been behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like about 3 hours. I think. Let's see. Might be 4 hours.
Oh, okay. That is your real name then. Oh, okay. She just put her real name there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this place I live at, it's not too bad. I wish it was a little bigger. 400 square feet is not very big.
No, it's probably not.
You know, like some places I live at, you could put my apartment in the basement.
Yeah,
That's how small it
for sure.
is. Probably in your basement, easy. Because I think my bedroom is 10 by 12.
Yeah, but
This.
she must speak English. I take it, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does. Yeah, because she travels a lot to the States a lot.
Cool.
That's like that Raquel that comes in here. She's in the Philippines,
Yeah.
but she speaks really, really good English.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But then there are some people from Philippines. They try to speak English, but they're not very good at it.
She says she speaks some.
Oh, okay.
She must understand what we're saying. I hope.
Yeah, they probably have like a translator sometimes on their phones.
Could be.
So whatever we say will translate in their language. Because there's ways of doing that, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to a few of my relatives from Holland earlier.
Oh, she got a home in California. Wow.
Yeah, oh yeah, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought you were in the States, Suzuki. I thought you were somewhere in the States. Yeah, she's 32 years old, I think.
Nice.
See, she uses a translator. See that? I thought
I
so.
seen her videos. She ain't no 32.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my shoulder's bad.
Hi, Rich.
Yeah, she
PT,
uses a
pretty Betsy, how you
translator.
doing?
My shoulder's bad. I got to get something done to it.
Oh,
The doctor
get
said not to use
get
it.
some more gummies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got gummies. I got some. I
Oh,
all my CBD gummies are gone. And now I got the THC gummies.
yeah, they look like gummies too. Yes, see, she's 32.
Yeah. Well, okay. I don't know.
I'm surprised because most women don't like to tell their age.
Yeah. Well,
Hi, Keith Short, how you doing? See, there are a lot of people coming in now.
oh yeah.
Because I don't schedule these live hangouts, which I
Right.
should.
Right.
So that way that when I do start, then there's already people in the panel.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I no, not yet, Mary. I will check it later. I don't do much on this laptop because if I go anywhere on this, do anything on this laptop, will kick me out of this
Yeah. Yeah.
StreamYards. Oh yeah, it's slow like molasses, man.
Right.
A lot of times I can make a meal by the time this thing is loaded up.
It's funny now. My laptop works pretty fast, but I'm only about 10 feet from the modem.
Well,
But and
it's
even
got nothing to do with the modem. That this is like what they call an E machine, so it's a pretty cheap laptop. It's
yeah, I
not
don't know. Well, I didn't pay a lot for mine.
it's not a Hewlett Packard or a Dell or anything of that nature.
Yeah,
It's
mine's
not
an
a
Acer.
well-known brand.
No, mine's an Acer.
Oh yeah, well you can't go wrong with an Acer.
No, and
Acers
actually,
are good.
yeah,
Oh,
my
thanks, Suzuki. Yeah, the Acers. Well, Acers is a big company. They make a lot of stuff. Like they make motherboards. They make a
yeah,
lot of
oh yeah,
stuff.
I know. Yeah,
They make a
yeah.
lot of
Well,
stuff.
well, I guess my monitor. Yeah, it's an Acer. My other monitor, it burned out, so I had to buy a new one. And then somebody told me it's just a matter. There's a little wire inside that you just have to resolder.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Usually it's just a minor thing because they have less wiring in it. But just like the LED TVs, the same thing.
Yeah, right.
Like my TV is. Oh God, it's got to be over 10 years old now, and it still works.
Oh, your TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
a
my
75.
TV.
It's a 75 inch.
Yeah, my TV was here when I bought the house, and I got it when I bought the house, and I've been here since 2000 and when did I come here 2009,
Oh, okay.
so almost 12 years.
Wow.
It's hard to believe.
That's the one that came with a surround sound system too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I don't even use.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I all I have is like I used to be a big stereo buff, but all I have is a sound bar. That's all I have.
yeah, I wouldn't say it was a big stereo buff. I had a nice stereo system,
Yeah,
but
so
I
do I.
mean, it I haven't used it for so long because the speakers went. See, when I was at Milliken Drive, I used to have my TV fed to my stereo.
Right.
So if I watched movies, I could listen to it on the stereo,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which was great.
Yeah, I had the last heavy duty stereo I had a Denon receiver and Paradigm speakers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when I was
Way beyond
making
my
good.
price range.
That was when I was working in the steel company though.
Yeah.
I was making damn good money
Yeah. Right.
because we got a danger pay too, eh?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I poured the ladles. I had a big wheel on the ladle with the melted steel.
Yeah, right, right.
And I did that for 12 years. I had to wear a special suit from the top to the bottom, and sure enough, it didn't matter how tight you had that thing, you still got burnt.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be way, way hot.
Oh yeah, it didn't matter winter or summer. I sweat like a bullet. That's probably why I got no hair on my legs now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Alexis Duke, for hanging around. Yeah, I haven't done much on the model you were asking earlier. I almost got the other door cut out. Actually, it's not going to take me 4 days to do it either this time. Well, see, what I did the last time, Steve, is I started cutting on the side of the door instead of the top of the window. But this time I started the top window part first and then worked my way down. I find it a lot easier that way.
Yeah, definitely tricky thing to be doing, that's for sure.
Well, I figured, because that way you know for sure that the window's not going to bend.
Right,
Because when you're doing the bottom of the door and the sides of the door, then of course it's going to make it more brittle.
right.
So when you're going to put the X-Acto blade in it, you're going to bend it in, and I didn't want to do that. So I figured I'd do the window frame first and then work my way around the door
Oh, yeah.
part. Yeah. I learned my lesson that time.
Yeah, that's the, I don't know. I've just never thought about cutting out doors. I've done a trunk before, but I just never.
Well, I look at this way, since it's a drag car, it'll look, with all the work I'm going to do on the interior, it would
Yeah,
look a bit better if the doors were open.
yeah. Well, at least open one door, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I could have done that too. Open the door and open the trunk. Well, the trunk is no big deal.
No. Well, I mean,
Trunk
like
is
a
easy.
32 Ford, or those Fords, it's pretty easy to open those doors.
Oh yeah, even to chop the roof.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just put a couple magnets in the corners of the trunk because it's a drag car, so you wouldn't have a hinge on the trunk usually.
Yeah. What did I do with the kit? I took never finished it. Um, oh, Ohio George's Willie's.
Oh yeah,
There's the trunk lid's open, right?
right.
I think it is. I can't remember now. Can't remember. It's been so long since I looked at it. I think it is, and I think there was two bars that went across. To support the fenders. And I
Right,
think what I did is I cut the bars off, left about an eighth of an inch, and then I drilled holes down to them and put
right.
like pins in there just to hold it in position.
Yeah,
That's the bad thing about having a trunk. If it's not attached, you pick it up and it falls on the floor.
yeah, yeah. I got those little magnet,
Yeah, I remember you
earth
saying you bought
magnets.
those, right?
Yeah, I haven't used them yet, and I bought
Mhm.
them quite a while ago off eBay.
Yeah, I've seen where there's you can get them if they're pretty damn small.
Yeah, these are really small.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could get them out.
Yeah, some of those videos of those that
Look how small they are. See it?
yeah, they look pretty small. Yeah.
They're only 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah. But no, those videos there, I was watching them, and geez, there's tractor trailer right in the middle of nowhere.
Huh. There's a guy that does videos, and he does it while he's driving his big rig.
Oh yeah,
I tell you, showing it going through the states side
yeah,
through the mountains. Oh
yeah.
man,
I think I've
freaking
seen that
gorgeous.
him doing some videos. Well, I've seen videos in like the big rig thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this guy, he does the long hauls, and he goes to Las Vegas, he goes to California, he
Right,
goes to Utah, he goes all over,
right.
and it's pretty wild because I know for a fact I'll never get a chance to go through that area. So
No, I won't either.
but it's nice to see it.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. Like I don't know what mountains he was going by, but
No.
it was pretty nice. And then he was saying about California, the price of gas is unbelievable. And he
Well,
was saying what he spends on gas.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh
That
yeah.
that is amazing every month.
Yeah.
What he paid for gas. It's crazy. He said to fill up his tanks, it's like $600 or $700.
Oh yeah. No doubt. 'Cause I think those tanks, some of them are 200-gallon tanks and something like that.
Yeah.
I forget what my brother told me, because he's got a truck that he uses, and well, he doesn't drive. His son drives, and then they work for another company.
Right, right.
So yeah, but yeah, I mean, it breaks down and a lot of money.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and especially if it's towards where you have to pick up a load
Yeah.
and it breaks down and
Oh
you
yeah.
lose time.
Yeah.
Oh man. I
Yeah.
can't imagine. Because then you could lose the load too. Somebody else will pick it up,
Well, that's right.
you know.
Like my brother, he's had a lot of work done to his trucks. I mean, he had to replace the whole front suspension on one. Well, he's only got one truck, and I don't know. It's
Don't they
barely.
have to get a tune up once a year or something like that on those trucks, on those big rigs?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's always getting something done to it.
Yeah, because
You
those
know,
tune ups are not cheap. I know that.
no, oh no, nothing cheap about those trucks.
Or you have to get the motor rebuilt after so many miles too.
Yeah, he's had a motor rebuilt, 20-some $1,000.
Yeah, they're not cheap. I know.
No, no, but that's just it. I mean,
Like they do make quite a bit every load that they do, but the thing is, like the upkeep of the vehicle, you're not really making that much, really.
no, no, you're not.
You
I
know.
don't know what he when he started his own business, he was telling me like that when he had his own business, he was making like $10,000 a week.
Yeah,
He was making mega dollars, and
yeah,
then he got too big.
yeah, yeah,
And times went bad, and that's what happens. You
yeah,
get too big, times go bad, and then you start losing money.
yeah, yeah.
That's the worst part. It's
What are we having for supper, Alexis? Dude, you gonna send something this way? He's in Vegas, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. There's all people all over the world.
yeah.
It seems like there's more and more people online now than there ever was before. They even do conference calls on internet now,
Oh yeah,
so that way they don't have to meet at a big office.
yeah. Well, that's right. Yeah.
A lot of people are working from their home now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The I don't know about over where you're at, but all the government buildings here is not open to the public whatsoever yet.
I don't really. Well, I don't know about all the buildings. I mean, some of the
Well, here
buildings.
it is.
Yeah.
Driver's license bureau. Nope.
Yeah. I think ours
By
are.
appointment, maybe you can make an appointment to see them, but
Yeah.
that's
No,
it.
ours are open. It's just you go in the door and you have to, spray your hands, and then you step in. Somebody opens up the next door, and you go in, and they ask to see your your vaccination card.
Yeah.
And then you go in, and you get a number, and depending on where you're going and what you're doing for the motor vehicles, if you have to do certain things, you can go right to the counter.
Right.
Other things you have to sit down and wait till they call your number.
Yeah.
Same as when I go to the blood to give my blood. You go in a door and you have to answer all these questions, and they check your COVID thing there, and then you can go in and they give you a number, and you take your health care card and you go sit down in a chair and you wait.
Right.
Yeah.
You're a tease, Alexis, dude. Tacos. I love tacos. That's what that drawing is. That's something I haven't had in a long time. And that's something I don't want to make for myself. Tacos.
I haven't had a donair in a long time.
Yeah, that's another thing I haven't had in a long time either.
You know, they were invented in Nova Scotia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. They're good.
Yeah. First time I had one, I think it was 1980. I went to Atlantic Folk Festival.
Oh, yeah.
And they have all these different places where you can buy stuff to eat, and there was a big sign that said donair. So I walked over and I watched this guy making a donair for somebody, and I thought, geez, I'm going to get one of those.
Yeah.
Man, that was probably the best thing I've ever eaten.
And they're filling too.
Oh, yeah. It was huge.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like was it was kind of messy.
Yeah.
But the guy gave you a big, like it was like kind of like wax paper. It wasn't
just like those wraps, like a chicken wrap or things like that. Yeah. They're pretty good too.
Yeah, they're good, but donairs were awesome. The place down here is some place down here sells donairs. I can't remember who they are now. Maybe I should get one of them tomorrow. Talk Deborah into getting one.
I made spaghetti without meatballs, Mary. You gotta have meatballs.
I don't put meatballs. We just put hamburger in ours.
Yeah, me too. I like even macaroni. A lot of times I'll put like those breakfast sausages.
Oh yeah.
Macaroni or bacon.
Yeah.
Things like that. But I love spaghetti. I can't eat it every day, but I do love it. I like chili too. Homemade chili.
Yeah, we had Deborah made chili yesterday or the day before. Yeah.
I use a slow cooker for that.
Yeah. I think that's what she used too.
I love the slow cooker. There are a lot of things you can do with it. It's easy, you put everything in the night before.
Yeah.
And then by the time supper the next day, it's ready.
Right.
That's what I like about it. It was yummy. What, just spaghetti? No sauce? I just pulling your leg, Mary. Yeah, I had one spaghetti at Italian family, and you would think they have sauce. Not all of them will have sauce with it. It's just straight spaghetti. Ugh.
Oh, you can't do that.
No.
Jeez.
Oh, with hamburger, Italian sausage? Yeah, that's the way I like it. That's good, Mary. You're a good woman. Now, when are you going to make it for me? Bring it over.
Yeah.
They don't live too far from you, Steve. They live in Maine.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'll get the main again. The way things are going.
Oh, I know. I hear you. I'm hoping I see my sister around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I'm always waiting for that knock at my door that my oldest son will come. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
never
think so.
know.
I don't think so.
You never know.
No, you never know. No, thank God. I don't know. I never tried it with cinnamon. I gotta try that.
Cinnamon on in spaghetti.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Where's my plate, Mary? Steve's waiting for his plate too,
yeah.
Or did you eat it all? Or Rusty
Yeah.
ate it all? Or your dog?
Yeah.
That's what I need is a real good home cooked meal.
Well, I guess it depends what you mean by home cooked meal.
Well, I think around Christmas time, I go to Jacob's mom's sister's place. She just lives up the street from me
Oh yes.
for Christmas. So I think that's what's going to happen this year.
Right.
And she is a damn good cook.
Right.
She her sister lived in Winnipeg for a long time, longest time, and they lived to like the old fashioned way,
Oh yeah.
old fashioned cooking.
Right.
Oh yeah, and she makes so much that I end up coming home with a plate, two plates,
Well, that's
for the
good.
next day or whatever.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah,
They were talking on the news there tonight about the price of turkeys.
yeah, I heard about that. I
Yeah,
heard about
turkeys
that.
are getting scarce, and
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're unionized now.
Unionized turkeys. Yeah. Maybe so. Maybe so.
Yeah, Christmas is on a Saturday, isn't it?
Yes, it is Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we go
So
to
New Year's is Saturday too, then.
what is New
New
Year's
Year's.
will be Saturday. That's right. Yeah,
That's weird.
I think we go to Deborah's son's place for Christmas dinner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the stuffing too in a turkey.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of sage though.
No. No.
Some people love that stuff. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind a little bit, but when they put way too much, no thanks.
Yeah. We started using the box dressing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what my mom used to do, or she crumpled bread
Right.
and put
Yeah.
that in.
Yeah. But the box stuff is so easy. It's just
Oh yeah.
cook
Yeah.
it and it's done. And you know what? When Deborah and I have it here, there's never any left because I
Oh
eat it
no.
all.
Well, that's good, Mary. Well, it's only you and Rusty, so ham should be. Yeah, you don't want a turkey because it'll last you a whole freaking month.
They got wild turkeys down there in Maine.
Oh yeah, that's right. Aren't they a different kind of meat though?
I wouldn't know.
I tried,
Probably
I
are.
tried, I tried duck and geese, and no, it doesn't work for me.
My brother used to get ducks, and I had a duck one time, and I really liked it. And then the next time I had a duck, I didn't like it at all. Now I don't know if
Yeah,
that was because it was a different duck. You know?
it could be,
Yeah.
could be. Yeah, because I find the geese when you
Yeah.
cook it, it's too
Right.
greasy.
Oh yeah, geese are pretty greasy. Yeah. The ducks are too. They're kind of greasy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Irish. How you doing? Yeah, like a lot of people like moose meat and all that. Like if it's not cooked properly, no, no thanks.
Well, I like moose meat better than deer meat.
Oh yeah,
I've had both, and deer meat. Well, it seems a little gamier,
yeah.
but
Thanks,
moose meat.
Irish.
But I haven't had either one for years, so I wouldn't really
I
know.
had buffalo meat when I was younger, a lot younger,
Yeah.
and buffalo meat it smells real bad. So
Oh
you put
yeah.
a bit, like a slice of cheese on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the best freaking sandwich I ever had.
Oh yeah.
But buffaloes, yourself, they're pretty extinct. So I think it'd be pretty pricey if you want a buffalo sandwich right
Yeah. Well,
now.
somebody. There was a restaurant or something, either a store here that was selling buffalo meat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I saw it last week advertised. I didn't
huh?
see the price on it though.
No, no. Just
And
like
then,
ostrich. They say ostrich burgers are really good.
yeah.
I haven't tried them yet.
No. No.
It'd probably be like a delicacy,
Oh yeah,
and
for
you'd
sure.
be paying through the nose for it.
Yeah. Well, that's that stuff there. You're either rich or you're just going to try it the once or twice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the whole thing. It's you know a lot of that food that's very rich. You wouldn't want to eat it too often.
No, I love rabbit, but I haven't had that in a long time either.
No, I don't think I've ever eaten rabbit.
It's sweet. It's
Yeah.
like a sweet flavor. It's almost like chicken, but not as dry as chicken. So it had more like a tender flavor to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, never had that.
Frog legs.
I had frog legs once.
Well, then if you like frog legs, you like rabbit.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't mind them. They were all right.
Yeah.
And I had eel once.
Yeah. My parents used to eat smoked eel,
Oh yeah.
and I tried it once. I didn't care for smoked eel.
Yeah. Well, Jesus, at work one time, this guy comes in. He had this pail, and
Right.
one of the secretaries or receptionists, whatever you want to call her, he brought it in for her because they got it out of the water treatment plant, and
Oh, okay.
it was a big eel. And it was live. It was in this bucket, and I said, "What the hell are you going to do with that, Maureen?" She said, "Well, we're going to eat it." I said, "Really?" I said, what do you do?" She says, "Well, you put a nail through its head and just pull the skin off it, and then you got it and you eat it. You fry it." So one of the guys I was with, he was a great guy for hunting and all fishing and all that stuff. So we were out fishing one time and at his camp, and he caught an eel. And he says, "We're gonna fry this up." I was really. So he cut it up. It wasn't a big eel, I suppose it was probably eh, maybe loony size, in diameter.
Right. Right.
We cleaned it all up and fried it in the frying pan, and it was kind of fishy, but it smelled like scallops.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it smelled really good. It kind of had a fishy taste to it, and wasn't I ate
Yeah.
it, you know, wasn't real bad. I mean, I thought, gee, this isn't bad stuff.
Well, that's like they got these tents of all different worlds. I don't know if
Yeah,
you guys ever
yeah,
go up there
yeah,
once a year.
yeah,
And I'll try anything. And I tried alligator, I tried shark,
yeah, yeah,
and I tell you, it was not bad.
yeah,
Rattlesnake, I tried
yeah.
that.
Well, they have something like that here, but I've never gone into it.
Well, they haven't had it here for like 2 years,
Yeah. Well,
and,
yeah, that's the COVID.
and this year has been canceled too. So
Yeah. Well, see, that's it. COVID's canceled a lot of stuff, and that's why they started opening up a lot more businesses because COVID was shutting down a lot of businesses.
yeah, I get my shot tomorrow.
Oh, yes, your first one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I might be getting my booster. I was supposed to wait to January, and then there's something
But
on.
they're talking about that they got this new one coming out that is just
Yeah,
one shot.
yeah.
That you don't have to have the two shots. So I might wait till then. I don't know yet.
I don't know. That new one, they say it's moving quite fast, and I'm not impressed with that.
No,
No.
no. And it's a total different one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
say that they don't have a vaccine for that yet. So,
No. That's why I'm thinking I might be better off getting my booster one.
yep, yep.
Might
Better be
you know.
safe than sorry.
Well, like I hear people saying, "Well, I got the cold." Well, okay, you got the cold. How do you know you got the cold? Have you been tested for COVID? No.
I've been
No, I
tested
haven't been
twice.
tested. Why?
I've been tested twice for that COVID.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, people say that I've known people say they got the cold, and I said, "Well, how do you know it's a cold? Did they test
I
you
don't
for
want
COVID?"
to do that testing again. No thanks.
No.
No, no, it's not a good experience. Even though it's only 5 seconds, maybe.
Yeah.
I got it's the worst experience I went through.
Yeah. I never had it done. So, well, I had it done to a blood test.
No, they just put the thing right in your nose and go right to your back of your neck.
Yeah. No, I
It's not
never
a
had that one.
very pleasant experience, I tell you.
No, no, no. I don't want that one. No.
They're supposed to change that. I don't know if they have yet, but from what I heard, they haven't yet. So,
Yeah.
but I don't understand that because whatever's coming out of your nose, it's in your throat because it's all connected.
Well,
Like
yeah.
if you go to the nose doctor, he's also the doctor for your throat, your ears.
Yeah, that's right.
So like I don't understand that,
Uh,
because if you have the COVID, it will be in your throat or in your nose, one of the
right,
two,
right.
because they're all connected. So,
Well, that's right. Yeah. Well, like I say, I had a blood test for something. There was something they did a blood test on, and then they come back and they said that there's no sign of COVID or SARS in my system.
right.
So I
Yeah,
said,
my
well,
son had SARS
yeah.
for three
Well, that's
months.
just it. There's so much of that shit going on. It's
He was in the hospital for 3 months, man.
yeah. Wow.
We almost lost him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was only like 3, 4 years
Yeah.
old, somewhere in there.
Right. No, well,
That's
that's
quite a while ago. That's quite a while ago, though.
oh yeah. Yeah.
And meanwhile, this is a part of the stars.
Yeah,
So,
it's all some kind of crappy system.
yeah.
Somebody said God is getting angry with us. I said, well, maybe so. You
Well,
know,
you never know.
well, I guess they say there's a lot of stuff that if you read the Bible, there's a lot of stuff that tells you, it basically says this is what's going to happen.
Well, that's what my son's mother says to me. This world is coming to an end. Because she goes
Yeah,
to church
well, I
every
mean,
weekend, eh?
I don't like to admit those things, but there's a big possibility that could be what's going on.
Yeah, you never know. They're trying to eliminate the population, and they're doing a good job at it.
Yeah, well,
Pretty soon they're going to have to change all the population signs,
yeah,
especially Toronto,
yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah,
Toronto got
that's
hit
the big
really
thing about
hard.
living in cities like that.
Well, Toronto got hit really hard.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people they passed away from. But the thing is, not to say that with the COVID, but a lot of people that did pass, they put the COVID label on them. Like,
Well,
I don't think that's right. But
I don't know why they would do that. I mean,
well, because they get a kickback from the government for it.
who does?
I don't know the person that's next of kin or whatever. I don't know. No idea.
I don't think so.
That's what somebody was saying. I don't know.
And no, yeah, people say a lot of stupid
Oh
things.
yeah, the media is the worst part.
I
The
mean,
media,
COVID is there. I
you never
mean,
know if it's true or lie or
well,
whatever.
you know one thing, COVID is true.
Oh yeah,
You know another thing, the amount that people die from it.
yeah.
So you can't deny them facts.
I already know because I lost a couple of family members in
Well, that's
Holland
right.
because of
So
it.
I mean, That's what I'm saying. People don't want to believe it's COVID. They want to believe it's some other stupid thing. Well, it doesn't matter what it is. It's killing people, regardless.
It's
That's the
almost
worst.
like that old disease they had back in the old days. That was before you and me were around, but
Well, yeah, they had the Black Plague and all this stuff.
yeah,
There's always been something,
yeah,
you know. I mean, the world has never been without a major thing like that.
no,
So, I
no,
mean, I
no,
guess that's what you have to look at. You
yeah,
know?
that was like the chicken pox was a big thing at one time. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a dangerous thing to have.
Measles were a bad thing to have.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, chicken pox. I had chicken pox. Now you can get what is it? You can get shingles.
yeah, yeah.
If you've had chicken pox, you have a good chance of getting shingles.
I had German measles when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
had
have them when I
measles. I
was
don't
a
know
kid.
whether they were German or not, but
It could have been some other kind of measles. Chicken
yeah.
measles,
Well,
I don't
there,
know.
there was there was I think it was German measles and there was red measles.
Yeah,
So I probably had the red ones.
yeah,
I mean, I wasn't really sick, so I
yeah.
mean, I was
You're
sick
right there,
enough.
John Claus. It's all over the world.
Yeah.
Well, the Philippines, they're locked up, and Ireland is locked up right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, now see on the news tonight they said. Now I don't know if it was New Brunswick or Nova Scotia, but they said right now you're allowed to have 25 people at a gathering. Well,
right.
yeah, so they're dropping it down to 20 now.
Yeah,
So right now we can play pool. We can have 20 people.
right,
So that's the way it is with us now. Now it's funny because the place where I play pool, you see, upstairs is where we play pool, and
yeah,
downstairs is the bar and the game machines. Now
right,
I'm presuming 20 people means 20 upstairs and 20 downstairs.
right.
You know, surely to
Yeah,
God,
because it's a different level, right?
that's what I would presume. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Nobody has, no, you know, like I've never seen the police or anybody go in there and check it. And I
right.
mean, we're upstairs playing pool and we've got masks on,
Yeah,
and the freaking guys are sitting downstairs at the bar, you know, like, well, you could put your hand on the guy's face right
yeah,
beside them.
yeah,
That's how close they are, you know,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
don't have a mask on.
Right.
And the excuse is they're drinking, but I thought they had to be like 6 feet away from the person.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, if that's the truth, then, you know, geez, I'd hate to be that bar owner because,
Well, that's like I told you, like if a restaurant is packed or full,
yeah,
and you're standing in a lobby, you're not standing no 6 feet away from the next person because the lobby is pretty small.
yeah. See, around here, they'll like a lot of places, you have to be like, there's sparks on this floor that says what you got to stand like 6 feet apart from the next person,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. John Claus has no restrictions. Yeah, in Texas they have no restrictions either.
No.
No,
Where's John Claus at?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, see, no restrictions to me means you're just opening her up for whatever is happening.
yeah,
You know, you're not taking any chances at all. You're wandering around with no mask on. You know, the guy standing beside you, he could have come from California and been close to somebody that had COVID.
yeah.
You
Well,
know,
that's
so
like me. Like I'd be walking up the street and somebody walked towards me and have it.
yeah, you
It's
guys
just
don't
like,
wear your mask up there.
oh, not outside. We don't.
Yeah, see, down here you do.
Oh, you have to wear it outside too.
If I get out of my vehicle to pump gas, I have to put my mask on.
Oh no, I mean like if we're just walking on the street.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, basically, I don't walk on the streets here, but I mean, if I get out of the parking lot, out of my vehicle at Walmart parking lot, I got to put my mask on.
Right. Huh.
You know,
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't
Well,
bother
we
me.
did for a while. We had to wear it outside.
Yeah, that's right. See, and this is
Yeah.
what happened. People went to
Yeah.
work and they loosened up the restrictions, and that's why there's more and more people getting sick now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But people won't admit that. But
No.
the fact is, it's there, and if you go back and look at some of the charts, it'll show you like this time last year how many people were sick with COVID, and then and wherever, and then you look at this year, and you'll see how many people are sick, and there's more people this year because there's less restrictions on people.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the whole thing. If you're going to let people travel around the world, you know, well, you know, it's just it's just I don't know. It's a bad situation.
Like I was watching a video earlier of the Toronto airport, and I thought to myself, "Holy shit! There's a lot of people at the airport, and they're walking like there is no tomorrow."
Yeah, and I bet you they don't have masks on.
No.
No.
But as soon as they get on the plane, they had to wear a mask.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're getting on a plane with people, and presumably, let's say those people, some of the people on the plane have COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, how long does COVID live on things?
Yeah, it doesn't take long.
Yeah, I mean,
transmit it.
Yeah, well, that's just the whole point. Is that, you know, if you cough in your hand and you've got COVID and you touch a doorknob, well, how long does it live on that doorknob?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of germs live for 48 hours.
Yeah, if it's on a subject, then it lasts longer. But if it's on the floor or something like that, it doesn't last long.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to say anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're touching a doorknob, you know, then you go to some place and grab a burger, and if you don't wash your hands, well, that's how you're going to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, John Claus says only at the doctor's office, then hospital, you have to wear a mask.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess I don't know. All I can do is hope that I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know.
You and me both.
I mean, there's nothing else you can do. Is just hope you don't get it.
Oh, no, especially when you see that respirator that they put on you.
Oh yeah.
No, thanks.
But see now, here's a person I know. They live in Moncton.
Yeah.
Right, and they got a cold.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they posted pictures. They were at a bar on the weekend.
Right.
Nobody's got a mask on.
Huh.
You know, and they're dancing and have a good time. Now this person's got a cold. Okay, right. If you got the cold, how do you know that cold is a cold and it's not COVID? Unless you get yourself checked.
Yeah, because a lot of people might have COVID and they don't realize it.
That's right. But I mean, she could have COVID and not have herself checked, and she wouldn't know till she got really, really ill.
Right.
You know, and I mean, just because you get COVID doesn't mean you're going to get real ill.
No.
You know, like a friend of mine, his wife got COVID, and he didn't get it.
Yeah, I know a few people in our household.
Yeah,
2 people got it, and the person that runs the place owns the house or whatever. Didn't get it.
No. So that just means that person's immune system may be better than somebody else's.
I think this virus plays on people that do have a low immune system.
Oh, for sure.
You know, health issues or whatever.
Yeah. See, now myself, I've had pneumonia several times when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I had pneumonia here about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, so that would put me in a high risk category because I'm susceptible to lung infections.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I'm just glad my dad didn't have to go through this.
Well, that's great.
He wouldn't be able to handle it.
No, probably not.
No, not at his age.
No.
88.
Well, that's it. You know, people at that age, if they get it, well, you know.
Yeah, you might as well just say goodbye.
Yeah.
You know, basically.
Yeah, because it's pretty hard for your system to fight it off.
Yeah. Because it travels pretty fast to the different organs in your body.
Probably. I heard anyway. Yeah. Well, I definitely don't want it.
No, I don't either.
Me.
That's why I'm thinking of getting my shot tomorrow. They're here in the complex, so.
Oh yeah, right.
I don't have to go anywhere.
When I got my shot, they tell you to sit there for 15 minutes before you leave. And that's no, that's in case you have a reaction.
Well, Miguel, thanks for coming, Miguel. My wife and son both got COVID and nobody else in the house, and there's 14 people in this house.
Yeah, well, he's lucky, and
Yeah,
the rest of the
you're
rest
very
of the people are
fortunate.
lucky too. Like
Yeah,
I say, they're not susceptible to it.
yeah, yeah.
I don't think everybody's going to get it.
Oh no, no, no.
I mean, it's
Thanks
just
for coming, Miguel. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, okay. You were here all the time. Oh, okay. Cool.
he's just sandbagging.
Yeah, yeah. He's eating.
I used to do that too a bit, but
What's that?
just come on here and sandbag and not
Oh
not.
yeah, I've done it. I'm in the hangout, but I don't say anything. I just listen and whatnot. But
Well, sometimes I'm searching on Facebook or something like that,
yeah, I've done it too.
or YouTube, and I'll be watching. Like I've all watched a lot of those that tornado destruction. I've watched a lot of that stuff.
Oh
It
yeah,
just
yeah.
blows me away.
Right.
I look at that and I think to myself, wow, how devastating could that be to anybody?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
You
for
I mean,
sure.
not so. I mean, devastating enough that your home's gone, but the whole fucking towns are gone.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
the winds were blowing pretty drastic too.
Oh, they must have. Yeah, yeah. I
They
mean,
were over 100 miles per hour. They were saying.
oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean that's pretty scary. I mean, we've had high winds here, but nothing like that.
Yeah, you could beat a flying nun or something of that nature, or Mary Poppins, one of the two.
Mary Poppins, yeah, yeah, yeah. But no, we had winds here Sunday, and it was quite windy. And
Yeah, here too. I think. I think
yeah,
it was
over where
Saturday or
the bar
Sunday.
is, they have an outside patio area, and it
Yeah.
was all fenced in, like I had a 6 foot high fence,
Yeah.
and half of that was all blown over.
Oh
It
wow.
was all blown over, and it blew up against where the like they had those picnic tables,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it blew them all up into a corner.
Right.
And I mean that was probably, geez, that bar was probably 30 feet wide.
Wow.
The patio, and it
Yeah.
blew
Yeah.
everything from one end all the way up to the other end. And I mean, picnic tables aren't light.
Oh no, no, no,
No.
no. Yeah, but tornadoes they pick up things like it's just a piece of paper.
Well, I saw a video, and this guy was driving in his car, truck, or whatever it was, and he was watching these two tornadoes,
Yeah.
and then they put a circle on this house, right? The
Right.
house had to be 100 feet in the air.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow, yeah, it showed the picture, and you could see it was a house,
Yeah.
and I mean, it was easily 100 feet in the air, and it just went crashed, you know. And
I
I mean,
wouldn't want to be one of those tornado chasers or something like that. That'd be
yeah, I wouldn't
crazy.
mind being that. But when you start looking at these, like when I was looking at this, and you see vehicles, I mean, they're just like somebody took a tinfoil and crushed them with their hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not a window in half of them. But then there was somebody's house. They showed the wall was all gone.
Yeah.
Christmas tree standing there with the ornament still on it.
Yeah.
And right there the wall is gone, and the fridge door is like bent right back.
All right.
And I mean, it's like, well, how does it miss that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, I guess, you'd see half. There was the Amazon building.
Right.
It showed it from the air, and one side was completely crushed, and the other side
Wow.
was still standing. And you could see where the line of her tornado had gone through past it. You could
Right.
see the actual line
Wow.
going through the woods and that.
Yeah, it's something we don't have to worry about yet.
We've had a few hurricanes here, but nothing like that.
Oh no. We had a few tremors.
Well, you guys there's been tornadoes in Ontario.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
had a couple small ones here that tore down a barn or something.
Yeah. We had one in the trailer park. in Hamilton, I think it was, and it just destroyed the trailer park.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember there was one up there, and there was one in Alberta.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Times are changing. Yeah, so I'm just gonna open the door in the trunk. I'm not gonna work on opening the front end.
Oh, tilting the front end, you mean?
No, no,
No.
no. I'm not gonna bother with that.
Yeah, it's a lot of tricky cutting.
I think like if it was like a '69 Chevelle, it'd be a lot easier because you got more room between, you know,
Right.
the fenders and the door. And you got more window frame too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna close up.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been on for 2 hours. Probably do it again tomorrow.
I checked Miguel's site out there, and I was trying to figure out he's got games on it, and I was trying to figure out how the hell did he play these games.
Well, he has to send you links to it, I think.
Oh, maybe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had two or three interesting ones there, and I thought, well, I don't know how you.
Yeah,
Play.
he designed them himself.
Yeah.
He's got quite a few, actually.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, ATI channel. I'm just about to close up.
Oh, who's she?
I gotta get something to eat.
A new person. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, good talking to you, John.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Yep. We'll see you later. See everybody
Oh,
else on the side. Take care.
yeah,
Catch
yeah,
you all again sometime.
yeah. Okay, everybody. Miguel, thanks for being here, and John Claus, and Rusty, or Mary, and ATI channel. Thanks for coming, and we will probably do this again. And John Claus, thanks for sticking around. We'll do it again tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll have the door open in the trunk on this 55 tomorrow, so I got something to show instead of blabbing. Okay, talk to you all later. Bye for now.